Hi everyone. First of all, I would like to just thank God that He never misses visiting the recording. Like, I just switch it on and I just feel Him coming. So I don't know what is special about recording, but He just appears when I do. So I just thank you, God, that you never miss coming. And just let me say what I should say. Just a few minutes ago, I really felt that I should tell about my experience at a worship event. It was a very huge worship event. It's called in Hungary "This is the Day." Hillsong United and Rent Collective and events like that. So I was really like, okay, I would like to explode in worship because I really love worshiping God. So I would really enjoy heaven. I'm just really about that. When will I get to heaven? I've been to worship my whole life. So yeah, I'm like that. And I was like, okay, God, just want to worship you, and I just can't. So it was ridiculous because I really love worshiping Him, and I was like, okay. And I realized that I had some unanswered questions in me, but I was like, okay, I don't care about the answers, I want to worship you, but still, I just put these problems aside. It was just, they didn't disappear. I just put them aside, and they still hinder me from worshiping Him. And I just beg God that, okay, just do something to me, like something. And I had this revelation. It wasn't a vision, it wasn't... I have no idea the way God talks to me, so I just don't know. I can't even say whether I saw it or not. Maybe it was just impression. I just knew. Okay, I just knew that it happened. I was at the end of the world, like when all the huge wars were over, where the mark of the beast and all this stuff were over, and the whole earth was over, and just heaven remained, with the throne of the Father lifted above everything else, and His glory filling the everything, and all the nations coming to His throne to worship Him, being drawn to worship Him. It was like they can't help coming there. It was like a magnet attracting them, and this worship was attracted out of them, so they just burst into worship. And somehow I switched perspective, and I was in the crowd, and I realized that I can't think about the things that I like thinking about, how to solve this and what to do with that, and asking God about what shall I do and stuff like that. So it was just meaningless. Like, okay, what about, and as soon as I wanted to express something, I realized that there was no point in doing so, because it was over. Actually, not just the problems I had were over, but all the problems which were about to come were also over. So it just didn't make sense to ask anything. And then I realized that there's nothing left but worshipping Him. His love is not a question. He's right there. He's right there, and He's spinning me around over and over and over again. He is reality and He is love, and I'm there, and everything is gone but His love, and there's nothing really important here. So yeah, I can't do anything else but worshipping Him. So I started to worship Him, and I went bonkers. It was over. It was over for me. I had an awesome time with God. You know, the awesome time when even Hillsong United fades away. So after a while, it didn't really matter that there was a worship band, which is the best thing in worship, when it doesn't matter. So I really love the worship for itself, but the best thing in worship, when the worship itself doesn't matter anymore. Not the band and not the song. You just don't concentrate on the songs, because He's just so real that you don't want to waste time in singing stuff over and over again when you can just be with Him. And so it's just cool. It wasn't the best experience of my worship experience of my life. It was because of this revelation. And the point in this revelation was that God told me that I would like to ask you something. If you want to save a lot of energy and time wasted, then just go back to this moment and decide whether that thought or whether that concept is relevant at the time when everything is over and just my glory remains. Because this time is now. And I was a little bit confused, and then He explained it. Okay, 1,000 years day for me, what you perceive as a problem, it is already solved in the heavenlies. It just, we have the hologram of everything. God is just the eternity, and there's a small bubble in it with this time and space thing, and then it just disappears, and then only He remains. And the Bible says we should set our minds on the heavenlies, and this is the Bible verse I heard 1,000 times in my childhood, and it didn't matter a thing until now. It just, yeah. I just felt the heart of God that He's about to raise up a generation whose heart and eyes are so set on His glory. And and on his kingdom that they don't care, because they know how meaningless all these other things are. Absolutely meaningless. And unfortunately, I don't live in the reality of that right now. I just sometimes switch it in, which is very sad because the grace is enough to live in it. And I hope the grace is enough to teach me how to live in it. But for an hour it was real, and it didn't matter that I had no place to stay, that I had no jobs, that I had no wage at all, that I had no life, that I had given up everything for God and I don't see a thing what's coming next. And we think our problem is our problem. The problem is our perspective. He's just about to give us his. And now he will find a whole generation who are willing to go that bonkers, that crazy, ignoring everything. Like, you don't really live in this world. Yes, you are right. I'm not. What you take for real, what you take as a basis for your decision will, determine the way you live, the way you will perceive the world around you. If I live considering only heaven, there's no way heaven won't invade my life. And that's my hope. And that's the hope of the whole world, that he is about to shake it once again and establish his kingdom and make his kingdom known and visible on the earth. And I'm all about that. And I will see it. And if don't, I will die going after it and looking after it. I just ask the Holy Spirit to give you that hunger and thirst for his ways and for his perspective, and he's just so about showing you his reality and his mindset. And I just ask the Holy Spirit to come into the room wherever you are and just sweep through the whole room and come like a wind and introduce himself to you, saying, that's who I am. That's a side of me that you've never seen, but that's me as well. And I have plenty of sides. And I would like to spend the eternity showing you them all. Would you like to take the adventure? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, God, for your presence. make yourself so tangible. So crazy tangible. Overwriting all the concepts. Overwriting everything. Overwriting all these problems which seem so real and so hurting. Thank you, God, that you will give us your eyes and your ears, and you lift us up to see the things the way you see them. Thank you, Holy Spirit. You burn your truth and your reality into the hearts of the viewers. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for the spirit of hunger. That it just rises up in the hearts right now. Convincing people that you are just all about giving more from you, revealing more from you. Allow your presence. Allow your presence, God. Now you can just switch this thing off and just put in some worship and continue staying in His presence. I hope it was a blessing for you, and in case you want to contact me, you can do so on Heaven and Earth Facebook page, which has the same logo as the YouTube channel. That's how you can find it. And there are some other stuff available on it, which are not just videos. They're available on this Facebook page. Maybe some paintings will be posted on it. God just taught me into painting, so you will see some of that as well very soon, hopefully. And just God bless you in all your ways. We usually say goodbye with this sentence with our friends: let the heaven fall on you. So that's what I wish. Let the heaven fall on you. Bye.